公開せえへんと思うけどな。OK。もう時間なってる？ Now it's already? Okay. Today is November 9th, no? 9th, right? 9th. 藤井君So, today I have a potentially I have 7 points to discuss or introduce today. I don't know if I can cover all the 7 points or I introduce only some points. I don't know. It's up to my feeling. Okay? One is the mother's tiger. This is the short story I created. 2 is I'm going to introduce about the value of the society. And third is the story and its structure and writing. Okay? And some of you are interested in writing, right? Right? So that's why I can give you an overview of how you can write a story. Huh? It's very, very interesting because usually classroom for economics, you never learn this kind of thing, okay? Number 4 is reintroducing social principle, the theory I'm developing it. That's the main issue I'm going to learn in this class. But since some of you skipped, some of you didn't, so also even if you attended all the classes, maybe I can go over again because I introduced an essay method, right? Last week and 2 weeks ago. So I come back to the main road. I try to be back on track. Reintroducing, so this is good way to do it. Little go and then coming back, reintroduce and go. Nah? And then also I want to touch upon chasm theory in marketing. That's high-tech marketing. That is going to be a very, very important issue to understand my social principle theory deeply. It's a very simple idea, but very important. Number 6 is I'm going to explore the issue. If Japan is a true capitalism country, okay? And the 7 is if we have time. Since this is what, 6 class, right? No? Number 6. So we have 15 classes overall, right? So I want to talk about how we create a project or writing project or whatever the project you are going to submit to me toward the end of this lecture series for your grading, and that's what I can discuss. I don't have to cover all the 7 points today, but I want to talk some of it. Okay, let's see. Explaining a thing and teaching is a very creative process, so I don't know where I go, right? If I know it's boring, I don't do it. So, okay. So now, mother's tiger. Let me tell you mother's tiger. That was, I think, 11 years ago or 12 years ago, I was reading a library of Waseda universities. I read all the philosophy books about philosophy at Waseda's main library. So you know the Professor Shiotani. I came up with a great idea and the coding. Right? Professor Shiotani, I came up with a great idea. He was laughing at me, but I still think that that's a very great idea. And I will explain to you. Let's say Lucas is now in India. Okay, let's assume, okay? Let's imagine that you are in India and you are invited to a Maharaja's residence. Okay, Maharaja is a big shop. He has everything, right? And then you are taking a walk inside of his residence, right? You found a tiger, beautiful tiger in the cage, right? So you are the special guest to the Maharaja. You requested, can I own it? Can I have this tiger? Yeah? I want to have it. It's so beautiful. It's very strong, very big, very beautiful. Okay? And he says no. And you are persistent. You kept asking Maharaja, can I have it, please? 3 days. At the end of the third day, yeah, Lucas, you can have it. Yeah? Then you are thanking to him, thank you very much. You are nice, Maharaja. But Lucas, take this tiger with you. So you put the leash on tiger, right? And then walk away from the residence with the tiger toward the field, right? And you kept walking, staying away from the residence. Just keep walking with the tiger, right? Next day, okay, Maharaja's followers found, right? And Lucas was eaten by the tiger, right? And then tiger was sitting there. Now I have a question, Lucas. Whose tiger is this?
The tiger's tiger.
Tiger's tiger, yes. Whose tiger is this? Right? My point is, when you face this question, you feel some uneasiness. What is this? The tiger was a tiger, right? Given by the Maharaja. But you are eaten by your tiger, right? So, this is a short story that flows the presumption or concept you are relying on without criticism, right? Because you believe that there is a ownership exists, right? But actually it doesn't. To tiger, right? He's not owned by you, according to him. That's why he can eat you, right? Right? So, what I wanted to tell you is, owner ownership and rules, right? Social rules and etc. Are, right? construction by humans, right? You think that you can own tiger, but according to tiger, there is no such a thing, right? So, we tend to think that what we have now in society as a given, but actually not. We create it, right? That's important finding. It was very important finding for me. Yeah? That was the mother of the tiger. I use the name mother, not Lucas. But it's very interesting story, right? It's very philosophical. Very short story. I like this story a lot. Actually, I wrote this short story in my book. My editor was suspicious. I stole some idea from somewhere. Really, my editor called me, asked me, Atsushi, is that your own creation? Yes, I created. I told you. You didn't steal the idea. No. It's very philosophical, right? When you feel some uneasiness, when you see the fact, or when you encounter, face that situation. Any question? That's my unique style of teaching and thinking. I am a filmmaker, I'm a writer, yeah, and I'm a economist. I teach economics, so that's my style. Not like this and this and that, but I just, for me, story is an important tool for me, yeah? And so, this is now already, yeah? Next thing is values. Last week, I think Lucas asked me how we come up with the value, no? Is that you? Yeah. Or Kim?
Yeah.
You did, okay. Someone asked me, I remember. How we have a value? That is exact thing, Yeah? This is the 4 layers of my social principle. Remember? This is nature, right? And economic This is my theory. Nature, yeah? If you have a pure, clean air and pure, clean water, you want to manufacture the very sophisticated machines, right? You can do that, right? And if you have oil in your community, you want to run oil business, petroleum business, right? if you have a beautiful islands like Hawaii, you run a tourism business, yeah? So nature is going to decide economic activities, right? And then when you do economic activities, because of human nature, you tend to try to protect your business from others, yeah? One is a new entrant, yeah? According to the Michael Porter's hypothesis analysis, this is supply, yeah? This is sales, right? And this is substitute. This is new entrance, yeah? Right? This is industry, yeah? Right? So, if Lucas and King has a good business, fishing business in a pond on the Osaka City University's campus, and then I found them, they are running a very lucrative business, yeah? Can I join you? Yeah? New entrants. They're not nice. They say no, right? No. If I let you join my business, I cannot buy an expensive watch or Porsche, right? So that's always new entrants, right? And then also, I find, let's say, another pond or something. You are going to start influencing over me, right? Yeah? Or bother me, not to compete against you, right? New entrants. Maybe with some new technology, yeah? Replace your business, right? Potentially. You don't like it. What you say is, you know what? Atsushi's fish meat machine is suspicious. That is not going to be good. Not going to be good for human body, yeah? You stop it, right? You disclaim, claiming, right? Atsushi's, you shouldn't eat Atsushi's meat because that's bad. You die, yeah? So always you try to compete against new entrants, potential new entrants, yeah? Very simple, Then, in such economic activities, you create your own village. That is called a guild, yeah? Fishery Association of Osaka State University, or any sort of guild, to protect your own privilege. Then that will create some group, right? Yeah? The group are combined to some sort of group. Then they have a power, foundation of politics. Yeah? Doesn't matter if it's democratic or not. Yeah? For instance, military power that has some. They are the group that owns a huge influence, right? Military, bank. But at the end of the day, if it's democratic or society, they do have a politician, right? Yeah? Yeah? Politicians. Very ancient way of being a politician is king, But king tried to fool people by wearing a very stupid costume. They try not to look like humans because he had to convince people. He is given a power, his power, by God. Yeah? Why I'm ruling you? Because God told me I should rule you, right? Correct? That was ancient, but in democratic way, people are giving his power to him. You are a wise man, you control. You are the leader. You tell us where we go. Yeah? So, creating this is guilt. And politics. Politicians make a decision based upon the value. And politicians actually have options to choose, right? For example, if I'm running this university, there are two ways to make this university better. Yeah? Hire half of personnel working at the administrative office, and then cut the cost, right? That's number one. Yeah? Number two is maybe I can borrow so much money, yeah, from the bank. Then I can rebuild the facility, I can advertise, right? Maybe I can cut the price of the tuitions half, attract more people. Let's say two ways I can do. Maybe more. But how can I decide which option I should take? One single idea is probably what is good for society as a university, right? As a public university. What should we do? That may be one single option, idea, value. Then we have to break it down. Yeah, what we should do. Maybe for that, to achieve that, maybe we have to have a student who has aptitude, meaning potential. Above a certain level, we educate people and we expect them to be a leader. That's one. Yeah? Or maybe many ideas, right? Many values. In any case, the leader or the politicians decide based on the value. Now, what is a value? Yeah? I will have another opportunity to evaluate flow into the value later. When I talk about the media, I can introduce Professor Aoki model. I was taught by himself when he was alive. Professor Aoki was a former professor at Stanford. Aoki. Okay? He was rumored to be the Nobel Prize winner many times. When I released my book on the social principle, I sent it to him. He contacted me. Let's meet. So I met him in Tokyo at the academic seminar on Hegel's dialectics. Anyhow, so he taught me in the seminar. I can introduce it later, but I'm going to today talk about a simple version. Yeah? Very simple. In my theory, yeah, culture, yeah, culture is very important factor of value, correct?
Yes.
Maybe along with the culture, or culture includes a But religion is very important, right? Religion, yeah? Religion, yeah? But do you know that Indian people do not eat beef? Yeah?
Yes.
Do you know that Islamic people do not eat pork? Yeah? Do you know Jewish people do not eat pork? They don't. I know. Why?
Because the nature decides people which to eat.
Hmm?
Because at the time I think due to the nature, as a Jewish people do not want to eat pork or
Why?
because of the nature.
Nature, yes. What is the nature in that case? Weather.
Whether I think the climate,
Climate, yes.
something like that.
Yes. So, we have a culture and a religion that go along with your climate or natural environment, right? And have you ever do you know this philosopher or Levi Strauss? Do you know? This is not the jeans, did you know? Same name, same guy, same name guy manufactured jeans, sold it to a gold dealer in California, near San Francisco. He made so much money. Yeah? Levi's jeans, right? He said, yeah. And I attended the business school. Former CEO of Levi Strauss donated. But this is a different. Levi Strauss is a philosopher, French philosopher. Yeah? And he is the founder of the school of a philosophy called structuralism. Yeah? Structuralism. His famous book, written in French, is called Tourist. Have you ever heard of this? Tourist. Yeah? My view is this, what he says is, interestingly, when I took the entrance examination to college, I was asked to read Tourist and write essays. I wrote it and I passed it. And then my French teacher, Professor Ohashi, was one person who translated all the Levi Strauss's work. And that was very interesting coincidence. But basically, in Tourist, Levi Strauss says that you believe in whatever the traditions, right? Like incest taboos, you shouldn't get married with your sister. Yeah? That's what you believe, but you don't know why. But there must be some very clear logic why you shouldn't get married with your mother. Yeah? Yeah? So that's what he probed, and he found that in some, how can I say, savage people, is like a people in jungle. And they have rules not to get married with a sister, right? Why? And then he studied, and he found that there must be some reason. So that's why we do have some good scientific reason in it. Yeah? Maybe not. But in many cases, religion has a very solid reasoning. Oh, you should do this, you should not do this. Yeah? Now, we just don't know, right? We just don't know. Because we don't know everything, you know? We know some parts of whole, right? So, anyhow, my view on society and the value is coming here. Yeah? Then my question is, that's in the end of this lecture series, what I want to share is the answer, my own answer of can culture, religion, the value system of society change? Yeah? How? If it can change. How it can change? Yeah? That's the one of the topic which I want to think with you later in this series, okay? Now, since I already introduced this, and you are familiar, but it's good to review for you the introduction of the whole things, or where I'm going to, yeah? Now, I am a believer of the theory of history in terms of technology development, okay? Technology development. I am a former entrepreneur in Silicon Valley. I have a firm belief that technology drives the change in the society, yes? So in the first class, I don't know which class, but here I told you that society, yeah, is going to out heaven. Dash, huh? Right? For example, we had a society, yeah? Now we have, let's say, iPhone. We have an iPhone, yeah? Then we have a new society with iPhone, yeah? Do you understand? Technology, are you with me or you are not? You do. You are right. It's simple. Society, and let's say James Watt created a steam engine. Yes? Now, yeah? Then steam engine enabled the ship to travel to Japan from America easily. That opened the country. Yeah? And then we started wearing Western clothes, not kimono and chonmage anymore, right? Yeah? We changed, and we now have a new society. Dutch, you know? Yeah? Right? That's how it develops. Okay? And also, I am now working on reintroducing number 4. Yeah? Also, I also explained that this has 2 dimensions. It could be 3 dimensions, right? Yeah? So if it's 3 dimensions, it will become a cone, right? Yeah? If it's a cone, you can change the point of view to bring it to up. Yeah? And then that will be I decided to repeat the same explanation again and again and again. That will help you to understand deeply. Yeah? So this will come to this, right? So what is the implication of this? Yeah? What is the implication of this? That is another important thing in this lecture series. Okay? So this is, yeah, value. This is politics. This is economic. This is a nature. Correct? What can we tell from this? It's hard, but I will go through. Through the whole lecture series, okay? And so this is it for the reintroducing social principle. Now you have a very big idea, big picture of what we are doing now here, right, in this class. And W, no? 1L or 2L, I don't know. Anyhow, Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is the place where capitalism meets new technology, correct?
Yeah.
Fusion, yeah? Capitalism yeah, maybe S. Huh? That's the place. My friends, one of our people started Yahoo. My friend joined Yahoo and Facebook. They made huge money. Yeah, that's where the Silicon Valley. There is a venture capitals who put money. For your information, aside from this, do you know the theory of money manager? Do you know theory of money manager? Theory of money manager. I can tell you. This is the capitalism world. This is the theory of money manager. Yeah? Since I introduced this. Okay, money manager is the one who take care of someone's money. Yeah? Hedge fund, money is in other words, fund manager. Yeah? Or, fund manager. Or venture capital fund, right? This is also fund, right? Yeah? Do you take, did you take any finance course in this school? No. 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 You should. You are thinking about working for bank, right? No? Lucas. Maybe not. Okay, that's okay. I can tell you very simple what learning is. Learning. Fact. To understand what the capitalism is, okay? Do you know the investment fund like who sit in front of the monitor and clicking, right? I have $100 million and oh Lucas, you run it. Right? And you use buy and sell stocks, bonds, right? In a nutshell, what they do, what is the business structure of what they do? Nobody tells it, but I know. Okay. If you are in charge of 5 million, 100 million US dollar, right? Yeah? You run the fund, right? Yeah? Annually, yeah? No matter what you do, you get the fee. Yeah? 2 to 3%. You get. Yeah? Lucas is in charge of $100 million. Yeah? So he gets $2-3 million a year. You know? Yeah? You understand? That's basic. No matter what you do. And do you know the word contingency? Contingency is a success fee, based fee. When you, this is my $100 million, right? I'm not giving it to you, right? I let you manage it, right? So you make it, in a year, you make it 200, right? USD, yeah? That's basically doubled, right? Double, yeah? So that is plus 100, yeah? Yeah? Then, what percent you get, do you know? Do you know what percent you get out of this? Yeah?
I think 140.
Huh?
46.
46? Huh? You said 46?
Yeah.
426.
46.
No. 20 to 30. Yeah? So in this case, this is 100, so yeah, 20 million. It's good to business, right? Yeah? It's good to business, you know, right? That's fine. Financial institutions pays you good money. Yeah? You pick a right stock and then you make double, you get 20. Yeah? That's the mechanism of financing. Yeah? You remember. When you run a venture fund is the fund that invests in a small startup, right? So small startups goes up and succeed and IPO. IPO is initially public offering, listed on the stock exchange. That becomes 20 times, 100 times, and you earn money. You help the owner, capitalist's money to increase. Then you get 20% of increased portion. That's a good deal, right? But you have to have a good track record and trust. Yeah? And you have to gather all the information you're not allowed to lose money. Yeah? That was 2004. I was working with the CTO of a hedge fund, and he burned $400 million in 4 days. $400 million. A lot of money. Yeah? But they started again. And they have a good track record. In the previous year, the return was 76%, almost double that. It's a gamble. Run by the #1 backgammon player. Yeah, he was young, from MIT. He graduated MIT #1, what do I remember? Very sharp guy. Scared. Young people. He drove one of the most expensive Aston Martin in Japan. I'm not. I'm a brick and mortar guy. I am a filmmaker. I don't do that. But for you, learning, this rule is very interesting, right? I let you manage my money. You get 2-3% annually, and 20 to 30% usually out of the profit I make. Yeah, that's a profession I call money manager. I call money manager, right? Person who manages someone else's money. Yeah. So there is a fund of fund, meaning there is someone who manages other people's money, put money into someone else's fund, right? I put a venture fund, this portion, I put my money into a hedge fund. Yeah? And there are many styles of managing money. Yeah? So that was a little off topic, but maybe this is most interesting, yeah? For you. Yes?
So I think that the money I think it does not come from the expanded repercussions of the real economy.
You think? Yeah. No. I understand they are not all contributing to the real economy, right?
Yes.
No. No. I feel, I understand your feeling, and then I can have the same feeling. But you know what they do? They are allocating the resource, finding who is going to succeed, right? They meet the people, they meet the CEO, they analyze the business. Okay, Coca-Cola is going to be doing well. So society's resource is going to be appropriately allocated by their effort, yeah? But they make ridiculous money comparing to the ordinary business, yeah? But, so that's why, remember when I explained the history of economics, yeah? Why socialist economy didn't work? A smart person at a socialist country cannot gain all information of human beings in the society, right? But in a capitalism economy, yeah, I think Lucas knows Lucas better than anyone else, yeah? Yeah, what you can do that, right? What you can do. And so everyone is working very hard to make a wealth or contribution, increase the capital, work, whatever you do, right? And then this money manager is gathering all the information and all the products, yeah, are exchanged in the society, yeah, right? Buy and sell, right? Then that is going to be how can I say, denominated or maybe represented by the stocks. Yeah? At the end of the day. Okay, let me tell you another example. Here is another example to understand this, okay? That's a very good question. I don't think I need this one anymore. Yeah? I can tell you secret of how you become rich. That's very expensive. Yeah? You want to know how you can become rich? Yeah? No. Yeah. Maybe a woman with money. Yeah. This is what it is, okay? Right? This is the level yeah. Let's say our friend the king, yeah. King Kong wanted to become rich, yeah. He is a student of economics department at Osaka State University. Oh, I should use this fact to be rich. So now he started the takoyaki place in front of Osaka City University, right? Right there. He rented the space at the Sugimoto station, yeah? Yeah? So this is very, very he started here, you know. You understand it. He just used abstractness, meaning brand of Osaka City University, that can be used to sell his takoyaki. Did I say okonomiyaki? Takoyaki to his friends. Lucas buys takoyaki a day from him, and he makes his day, yeah? Lucas buys it, kind of his friend, you know? And now, he succeeds here, yeah? Now, without permission, yeah? He creates, yeah? Now, Ichidai takoyaki, you know? Yeah? Yeah? Right? Ichidai takoyaki. Osaka is a sacred place for takoyaki. Yeah, why not? Osaka Ichidai takoyaki. Yeah? Right? I don't know if it does appeal to the people, but it's authentic, right? Yeah? Osaka City University is a university for the people in the real business in Osaka, yeah? So, Ichidai takoyaki, yeah? Now, if you eat Ichidai takoyaki, you make money, yeah? Yeah, something like that, slogan. Then, you use the brand, yeah? Now it becomes brand, yeah? Now, you started out as a King-kun's takoyaki brand, meaning level of abstractness goes up, correct? You understand? You're with me, yeah? Then, leveraging is going up high, meaning your one action is going to make money, yeah? Yeah? Two, he is smart enough to come up with a franchise, yeah? Oh, Sakahara Sensei is living in Kyoto, you know? He should open the Ichidai takoyaki in Kyoto. I don't think he makes enough money every day. I can help you, yeah? And he can create the Ichidai takoyaki franchise, you know, right? No? Level of abstract, okay? Lucas, are you with me, right? Abstractness goes up. And I work for him. Or I work with him. Using his Ichidai Takoyaki, brand. Brand is very abstract, right? Doesn't have a solid, like a little bit higher abstractness, yeah? Yeah? Now, he convinced that 200 people run Ichidai Takoyaki everywhere in Kansai. Yeah? He does IPO. IPO listed on the stock exchange, yeah? Right? So, now, his business is, represented by the Ichi. Ichidai Takoyaki, right? That is a ticker. You know the ticker? Ticker is a company code. Exchange on the stock trade, yeah? Right? Then, on the stock exchange, his company is evaluated in the stock exchange, right? He makes money, no growth. Company is helping the investor through the stock in this way. Only two ways. One, price up, yeah? Price up or dividend, Yeah? So, if his company, Ichi Takoyaki, is listed, yeah? His company stock exchange or buy and sell on the stock exchange, Tokyo Stock Exchange, Osaka Stock Exchange, anywhere, right? Yeah? You understand? You with me? So, people who manages money for someone else, for example, hedge fund, yeah? They figure out which business, if they figure out Ichi's business, King-kun's business, is good or not, right? Yeah? And then they have a market, yeah? They have a market and many stock exchange, right? Buy and sell. If people think that Ichi-kun is not doing his job, he's losing business, stock price goes down, yeah? That's what the money manager does, right? On the surface, you're right. They're not making anything, but they are gathering information, evaluating where money should go. You understand that? This is a process. This is a capitalism, a market economy. You understand? You understand? So that's why when people get money out of this, like it's lucrative. Yeah, of course lucrative. But on the other hand, you know what? Leveraging, abstractness goes up, right? Yeah? And anytime leverage is sort of a degree of a risk when you gamble, right? In other words, right? So, his business is doing well, but he mistreated one of the female worker, yeah? And Ichi's brand goes down, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, people say, we never buy Ichi's takoyaki anymore, right? That's the risk of leverage, right? You know what? One single mistake deteriorates the company. Yeah? You understand? This is a mechanism of abstractness you control. Yeah? You understand? Yeah. So, 何山君やったっけ？崎本君。Yes. So you understand, right? I don't know. I wonder why you don't have this big picture. But this big picture is all about economy, don't you think? Yeah? I'm glad to share this one with you. Yeah? That's how the society works. You understand? So, I don't know where I was going to. I totally forgot. But this is good, yeah? It helps helps you to understand society better, right? This is what yeah, you're right. They don't do anything. You know, they are picking notes and then they are picking stocks, right? Then they make huge money. Why? Because they are functioning this, you know, stock exchange information. That's basically about the neoclassical economics, like theory. Yeah, like were you with me when I introduced? Maybe not. That's okay. You will learn. I will repeat it, you know, somewhere. You know. So that's a big picture about the society. Yeah. Now, let me tell you. What time is it now? 30 minutes to go. So since I touch upon those, I'm going into little bit more of a financial issues in the economy. It helps you, okay? Yeah? Yeah? So now, just forget about the technology and chasm. I can talk about it later too. Yeah? Now, do you know the very first company established in human society? Huh? Do you know? Yashin Kobayashi. When? 800, no? Check. Well, I think 1800, I remember, if I'm right. Now, East, yeah? Indian company, yeah? Yeah? British East Indian Company started from 1800, no? 1600? I don't know. 1600?
Yeah, 1600.
1600. Okay. Very good. I'm going to give you one of the most sophisticated explanation about financing and the capitalism. Unexpectedly. But why people in Europe started a company? Why?
Because they wanted spices or other materials.
Yeah. That's the reason why they don't need the company to do it. They want to. I tell you, okay. Around this time, they started sending ship to India via spice, right? Yeah? Unfortunately, yeah, let's say, I don't know the number, 10 out of 2 sunk in the sea. They lose all the spice, right? Yeah? And then, if stupid Lucas put all the money into one ship, you lose all the money, right? Yeah? But if you put money into some multiple ships, you have a better odds. Some of them survive. You don't lose all money by chance, yeah? That will hedge your investment, correct? Because some other ship makes the money triple or, quadruple, right? So, when you understand finance, actually in finance, important rules are only 2. Only 2, yeah? Is 1, don't a basket. Yeah? You understand? Never put all your eggs in a basket, one basket. If you fold the basket, you will lose all eggs, right? Correct?
Yes.
Number 2 is, do you know? Lucas, can I borrow 1,000,000 yen today? I pay you back next week. You never know I show up next week, right? Yeah? Likely I will come back this class and I'll pay you back. You never know. Yeah? So, rule number 2, this is called the portfolio. Yeah? Yeah? This is called portfolio theory. Number 2 is, you never know what happens yet tomorrow. Although I'm your teacher, you can comfortably trust me, but you never know. There is a chance, maybe 0.1% I will run away with about 1,000,000 yen. Yeah, Lucas? If that 1,000,000 yen is quite important for you, yeah, to pay your electricity, yeah, and then your electricity stops and you have a problem, serious problem with the job hunting, that will hinge your life, right? Yeah? So, can you comfortably trust me? Yeah, always risk, right? Risk is, there is a simple way of saying it like this is, today's, yeah, $1. Better than tomorrow, yeah? Yeah? You understand? Since if you don't give me money, you have 1,000,000 yen. You have 100% control on that 1,000,000 yen, right? So, this, let's say this, yeah? Same as, yeah? Whatever it is, doesn't matter. These 2 principles construct any financial theory. This is 2 fundamental understanding of risk. 2 risks, right? One risk is if you do one, bet only one, you lose everything, right? 2 is